Hi, Cancer. Welcome back, welcome in, and welcome to your birthday season, to your birthday reading. Happy birthday to those of you who have already celebrated in the first, 2 days, and those of you who are celebrating in the coming weeks. Before we jump in with our cards, we're going to be using our singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective, directly to spirit. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more the merrier. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. I might use 2 decks. I might just use the 1 tarot deck. We'll see. Alright, Spirit, speak to me and through me, to the Cancer Collective. What do they need to know at this time for their season? What is going to be coming in for them, around them? Energies are going to be picking up. Death card, the first card out, a cycle. One that's been around for far too long. One that's been in the process of being let go of for a very long time is finally fully being let go. And it makes sense. As your birthday comes up, it's like your year cycle, not necessarily New Year's for you. It's like this is your full year, right? So maybe some sort of cycle. This could be you entering into a new decade. And as you enter into a new era of your life, you're closing and leaving things behind. Maybe you've expanded to a certain point and you realize, okay, I've expanded beyond this. I've asked for more, and now it's time to leave this so I can have more. You can't move into a new home until you leave the old one, right? And if you're asking for more space, land, any and all of these things, you can't receive that if you refuse to move out of the old home, right? I get that. There's comfort in the past. And Cancer season is a very nostalgic time for all signs, because we are very nostalgic people in general. We not only give people that feeling, but we get that feeling very easily. We kind of chase that feeling. We can get stuck in nostalgia in the past very easily. This could also be spirit calling you to recognize that and not allow something that is dead, over with, needs to be laid to rest, continue to come back. Because at this point, it's just a corpse that doesn't need to be attached to you anymore. It could be a job situation. It could be a relationship, parental, sibling, familial situation. It could be in your habits. Knight of Pentacles, along with the World. The Knight of Pentacles is younger earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. A more masculine leaning, but very young, very honest and earnest, though. Like, it feels like someone's offering you something, and it might seem to other people very small and very like minute, especially in comparison to what you already have, what you deserve, what you're going to get. It could feel to others, not necessarily to you, because I feel like you appreciate even the smallest of gestures and offers. Oh, hello, I didn't even notice the Emperor, yes. But this is the energy that you're leaning into, that you're allowing, that you're accepting in. I feel like while this energy is very sweet and it's very honest, it's not necessarily what you need to get you to the next level, if that makes sense. This could be someone who, again, is younger in years. We have an Emperor here with the Knight of Pentacles. Goodness. Both masculine, though, I will point out. This Emperor could still be you, even if you are someone who is feminine presenting. There we go. Okay, lots of pentacles. I did the Sunday reset a little bit earlier, and it was all pentacles and a little bit of fire and a tiny bit of water, no air, and it's seeming to be that same trend. And we have three major arcana out of 6 cards. Half of the cards are major arcana. This is a huge, huge period. And again, that makes sense. If you are a Cancer sun watching this, you are in your season. So it is very much cycles ending out. You could be doing like your yearly kind of glow up maintenance routine, whatever that is, pampering yourself, really leaning into the life of luxury, because you've put in a lot of hard work. You've really honed in and identified, yes, what is working and what's not. And what is working, you put a lot of attention and a lot of care, and you're a very nurturing, loving person. And when you put that into the things that you genuinely care about, they blossom and they bloom. It feels like what you've been putting that into lately is money, establishing an empire. If you are open to love, calling in someone who is on that level, an Emperor, someone who matches, right? You're also presenting currently as the Queen of Pentacles. Again, very, very focused on your material stability. This is someone who has absolutely everything she could possibly need material-wise. She's very stable. Bills on auto pay, not having to check accounts and balances and move stuff around, ample savings. Like, she is a very stable person, yet she's very loving and nurturing as well. This is Virgo energy, feminine earth energy. I would say Capricorn here, Aries, Scorpio. You could have all of those signs. We are all vast. We are all of the things, right? Let's do 1 or 2 shuffles with this deck just to see, just for funsies. I feel like you might be entering this season as the Queen of Pentacles, not as stable as you would like to be, not as... A fly just flew right in front of my face. Not quite as prosperous, I guess. That's one way to say it. Sure. Successful. Okay. As you want to be. You're striving for Emperor, Empress status. Not just one thing. You don't want to just have a little bit of wealth. You don't just want to have one successful business. You don't just want to have one stream of income. And that's what not necessarily this person, usually, like if you're looking at real life examples, they typically have multiple streams of income, or they have like a main job and side hustles, or they just have a lot of assets, savings, things of that nature. Ooh, we almost got another Pentacle card flip out. Might have been the Knight as well. Let's see. Judgment, Strength, Knight of Cups, another Knight, 6 of Wands. So we have Leo energy showing up. I'm going to put this right here. What the hell was that? But are you okay? What the hell? Okay. These could be suitors. I just want to point that out. If you are open, Even if you aren't open, these could be people that are courting you, offering you. This could be the same person. They're very expressive, emotional, but also very stable financially, or not very stable, but just in the beginning stages of building their finances, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it does. Starting out in their career, just getting a salary position, things of that nature. Just now starting their own business, new into the entrepreneur phases, but still doing it, still having a successful business, still having savings. They could be just bought their first like investment property or their first, you know what I mean, like that type of stability. And then we move into a little bit more mature stability, and then we move into the ultimate stability. So it's like progression. You have progress through all of these stages, and if you are open to romance, you want someone who is on the same level, who is on the same at the same caliber as you. You do have the card of victory showing up here, along with strength and judgment. It feels like very much, and with the world, it feels very righteous, very awakening aha moment you could be having. Like, I'm getting going away on a trip, having some alone time. This could be a solo trip. It could be out of the country. It doesn't have to be. It could be a staycation. Any and all of those things. And you have what you could describe as an aha moment, like a light bulb going off, or like a sudden surge of motivation, inspiration, enlightenment, even a download, a dream that feels very, very real. You write it down, you do research, you know what I mean, like snowballing and becoming bigger and more encompassing, but in like the best way possible. It feels like self-discovery, self-realization, actualization, attunement. You could be acquiring new members of your astral, like guardian angel team. Getting to know them in the coming weeks. Mountain is showing up. You could be going to the mountains. Like a birthday trip, a solo trip, backpacking. You are protected. So whatever you want to do, know that you are protected and move accordingly. That means not being scared to book solo trips, not being scared to travel, not letting your fears, not letting the state of the world. I know it's a lot, especially for people with Cancer anywhere in their chart, because they're just so not empathic isn't even the right word. It's like, I don't, open, I guess. They feel everything, right? Of everyone all the time, unless, of course, they practice discernment and attuning and boundaries, all of those things, right? We can teach ourselves ways to not absorb other people's energies. I forgot where I was going with this, so that's fun. This could also indicate third-party situations, but I am not even going to talk about it in that context because we are so far removed from that and so far beyond that, it's not even worth addressing. This to me, that's what I was, yes, move accordingly. You are protected. So if you want to go on that solo trip, if you want to go a hike up a mountain, trust your instincts, practice your discernment. This would be a perfect time to do that and really put it to the test and grow it. The way we grow muscles is to put them to use, right? To exert them, through repetition, adding more weight, right? It's the same with our any other muscle, brain, intuition, spidey senses, connection to spirit. All of these things need to be practiced, and they need to be maintained, and they need to be trained, I suppose would be a good word for that. What else is here, Spirit? What else is here? What else is here? The moon. You could be doing a lot of moon work, moon magic. I'm getting You're very attractive, not just in the physical sense right now, very Leo. Yes, you're very attractive, very nice to look at, but you're also very magnetic in the sense of like your energy is drawing stuff to you. So be very mindful of what you're thinking about, what you're speaking about, who you're around, what energies you're entertaining. That is all a signal to spirit, to the universe, to your higher self, too, of what you want and what you want to keep in your experience. So the more you talk about things that you don't want, the more you're going to see them, the more you're going to get them. Let's see. I was going to keep going with those cards because I wanted another one, but it doesn't matter. Is that too many? Getting together with friends. You could be doing a girls' trip to the mountains with a river, and like, it's so, oh, okay, I guess. Wow. Maybe I wasn't supposed to show you that. Don't mind the faces. Hopefully you're not going to Mount Rushmore, and if you are, I hope you understand the indigenous people's perspective and how that must feel seeing that. Anyways, temporary situation. Pay attention to your health. Star, which flipped over with this deck as well, but did not fall out. Stars, guaranteed success. Dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with, that's a lot of with dark complexion or hair. Cane, pay attention to your health. We have all of these wands here, and now we're having a cane. It's very heavy. Fire energy, initiation by fire, burning things that need to be let go of, that need to be released. It's like when that plantation burned down, and you could like see the souls dancing and rejoicing because they were free of that nasty, dark place and the energy that it holds. Things hold energy, just like people. Land holds energy. Nature holds energy. It is energy. We're all made up of the same stuff. Let's get a few more oracle cards, and then we're going to read about these ones and a few of the other ones. With temporary situation coming out, I'm trying honestly to, okay, the temporary situation is you feeling like you're not necessarily where you want to be. You could feel very good about yourself, very stable. All of the things that you asked for are here. Bills on auto pay, not having to worry about rent. Those things, right, could be there, but now you're ready to expand further. You're ready to grow, and you're not quite there yet, but just know it's coming. Feeling like you're living in a temporary situation, and that could be renting versus owning your own home. You could be ready to buy a home. It's coming. I promise. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Oh, boundaries. Oh, sex magic. I don't think no one watches this anyways. I was going to say, I don't think I can put that card down, but literally no one watches these. So, ooh, August came out. Leo season is also very, yeah, bud. Sorry about that. We are back. Oh, goodness. Okay. Boundaries and sex magic. We're going to read about both of those. Now let's do a Light Workers Oracle. Boundaries. I was talking about that when I was speaking about how empathetic and open Cancers tend to be, or can be, if they don't have strong, and practice and reinforce. It's not just about having them, but when they're tested and when people push them, you have to reinforce them. You can't cave, or what's the point of having one, right? If you say you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you say you don't want to be a part of something, don't be a part of it. Go somewhere. Don't let people talk you into things, especially when it comes to this. I feel like you could feel obligated for some reason if it's a partner and you've decided that you want to be celibate, but you still feel obligated, you still feel guilty, any and all of those things. That is a boundary you are allowed to set and you are allowed to reinforce over and over and over again. To me, this is, it could be partnered. And as you can see, these are all feminine bodies here. So it could be same sex if you are feminine presenting as well. It could be solo. It could be one partner. It could be multiple. It could be a coven type situation. But for you, I'm getting invitation to connect with grace on the bottom of the deck. For you, I'm getting solo, like self, using that and the release and the all the other things that come with it to manifest. Oh no, I think so. My lights went out. To call in what you want, to call in your emperor, your empire, your health, your wealth, your stability, all of the things. Okay, let's read. Let's read about boundaries first. Card number 3. Self-respect. Self-love can be expressed in many different ways. Sometimes it needs to manifest in a spa day with girlfriends, getting up to exercise, or sleeping in later than usual, while at other times it manifests in a need to set and enforce boundaries so that no one person completely drains you of your energy. No one is allowed or even needs to take all of you. No one has the right to demand all of your time, energy, or resources, or any parts of who you are. It isn't selfish to want to keep some things for yourself, and doing so is a show of self-respect and an understanding that you cannot give what you don't have. Imagine trying to give more of your time when you don't have enough time in the day to do what's already on your plate. Imagine spending more money when you're already in debt, or giving more of your energy to make someone else happy when you've been depressed for a very long time. That goes back to this sex magic. If you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling any and all of these things, there's no reason for you to feel shame or guilt in not reciprocating, initiating, or completely 100% shutting that down. This obviously is for people in partnered situations or for people who are in that stage of their relationships. If you're single, this is, again, just talking about solo self-love, self-respect, self-care, self-understanding. Okay, you get it. You have put boundaries because you are giving too much of yourself away without recharging your batteries. You are encouraged to say no more often, or at the very least, not right now. Know that this is for the good of everyone in your personal orbit, and that you will have so much more to give once you are in a proper place of balance. Additionally, make sure to follow through with any boundaries you've set, as other people will push your limits to see how much you are willing to bend to their desires. Stay committed to yourself and stand your ground. Okay, let's read about sex magic. Card number 38. Uninhibited. Yes, please. Skinny dipping, howling under the moon, dancing naked in a field with leaves. Yes, please. Among many cultures, and for years, women have been forced to deny their sexuality either through objectification or by the patriarchal system attempting to limit their sexual gratification. Women who did feel free to express their sexuality were judged and exiled, and many were labeled witches, as though that was a dirty word. Witches are often thought to be lustful women who give themselves up to the devil. This imagery is rooted in some truth, for sex magic is real and useful tool, although it has nothing to do with evil. also witches are certainly liberated, be they male or female. Sex magic simply harnesses the creative energy of passion and the restorative energy of orgasm as a way to power your deepest desires. Consider this your intuition. You are being guided to inhibit your spirit so you may move forward in a natural and authentic way. Those who do not understand your freedom are limited by their own self-consciousness and social constraints. Likewise, those who do not support you in acting upon your desires are lashing out for fear of not fulfilling their own. Their lack of freedom attempts to box you in because they are not ready to receive such a gift for themselves. Sad as it may be, their lack of enlightenment is not a reason to keep your soul bound in solidarity. If you find yourself among those who do not support your passion, now may be a time to self-exile and seek more illuminated and open-minded relationships. That could be what all of this is pointing at. You could have some relationships that are a little bit breadcrumby, that are a little bit pushing of your boundaries, that benefit from you not having boundaries, that benefit from you not having that much self-respect all the time. For a lot of you, I know that everybody's on a different timeline. I feel like a lot of you are in that phase where you're finally realizing that it's done, it's dead, it's over with. You know that, but you're trying to figure out a way out. For others of you, you have already found your way out and you're working through the steps to keep them out. For others of you, you have already worked through all those steps and you are currently keeping them out, but now it's to an even higher degree, if that makes sense. It could be like you guys weren't together in your relationship, you weren't doing all of the relationship stuff, but you were still texting every day, or you're still in communication, or you're still sleeping together, whatever it is. I feel like whatever that last bit of attachment was is now being completely removed. 19. Invitation to connect. Love exists throughout our universe, both in this earthly dimension, which most of humanity considers the one and only reality, and beyond. Love exists, thrives, and manifests itself in infinite forms. There are countless loving beings dwelling in expansive realities of higher consciousness who do not belong to the human race, and yet are aware of the spiritual plight of humanity and are willing and able to help. Will some fear the unknown, and that fear expresses itself in a closed mind or in a reluctance to express ideas that others may ridicule? You have an open mind and an open, receptive heart. There are beings from other worlds that recognize you as a receptive channel for their unconditionally loving assistance in this world. You will benefit from this individuality and help the planet, so you are being offered an invitation to connect. The universe is a very interesting place. Life is a wild, divine expression. I'm not going to read 16 pages. There's literally so much. But I will read the invocation here at the end. As a member of the human race, through my own free will, and for the greatest good, I call upon all beings that resonate with the quality of unconditional love and spiritual enlightenment, who wish to assist humanity and Earth to evolve on the path of divine love. I ask for the unconditional, loving, ascended masters that serve Christ consciousness to be the gateway through which permission is confirmed for these beings to enter Earth's field and assist humanity according to divine will, grace, and love. May all beings be happy and free. So be it. Oh, my little Cancer stars, I love you guys so much. I know that the world is wild, 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 and we may be in the middle of World War III, but you, my love, are protected. Keep yourself centered, keep yourself grounded, keep yourself happy and aligned, and we will all move through this unscathed. I love you guys so very much. Happy birthday. I'll see you next time. Bye.